So I wonder if we can use this can to open this lock. I've heard we can, and then see if it opens. All right, stick around, see if I can do it. Hello, and welcome back to Lock Lab 101. What we have here is a standard dial lock. Nothing fancy. It's just a very common lock that's used on lockers. And we have a can. I believe we can cut a shim out of this to open this lock up. Let's get this open and see if we can do it. So there's a lot of play in between the lock body and the shackle. So I think we can do it. Let's go ahead and get this can open, get it drained, and we'll get it cut up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to cut the tops off of this can here and then split it down the center. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to put a rag here because I just emptied this and rinse it out. I don't want to get water everywhere. All I'm going to do is puncture it. Okay, so we just cut the tops off of it. We're going to throw these away. And then we're going to mark this out. What we're doing is we're marking it out for a top shim. Okay, we're going to start off right here. And we're going to fold this over. So I'm going to do 3 of these. And that'll give us a good handle. Okay, so it doesn't exactly, they don't have to be really precise. Okay. And what we want is the shim to go halfway around the shackle. So the way we do that is we get a diameter. We got 7.60 times 3.14, which is pi. And that is 23.86. Okay, divided by 2. Equals 11.93. That's how wide we want it. Okay, so we're continuing to draw it. We come up here, make a center, and then we're going to go 6 millimeters on either side. Okay, and then I want to do 9 millimeters deep. And we're going to come down 9 millimeters. And then we're going to just draw it out. To strengthen it, we want to round off all the edges. For a handle, we're going to come out here. So this is all that we want to cut out right there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to fold these over themselves several times. I'm going to put it right like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tag, 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 and then I'm going to bend it this way. And this is what it's going to give that stiffness. So I'm right like that. What I want to do, I want to form it. Alright, so we have a pretty good little shim there. I haven't opened this lock yet, but most of these dial locks like this, there's only one dog, and it's on this side over here. Okay, this is our little shim. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to stick it in there, and then rotate it around. Hopefully there's enough. Okay, so that's our shim right there. And then let's see if it opens. Alright, there we go. And that was all from a Red Bull. A couple key points on this is you need to make sure the top of it is strong enough. So you need to roll it over at a minimum of like 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Another thing is measurement from the radius of the shim to where the shim is reinforced here needs to be deep enough so that it fits into the dog right here. And all you're doing is just pushing that back. That's it. It's that simple. So that just proves that yes, you can make a shim from a soda can. So here's a soda can that I've cut and prepped and I keep in my kit just for that purpose, in case I run out of top shims or I don't have a top shim and I need to cut it. I've carried this with me since early 2000s, like 2000, 2001, something like that. All right. Diet Vanilla Coke. That tells you how old it is. I don't even think they make it anymore. It's good for other things too, lock picking wise. Okay, well that's all I have for you today. I hope you learned something and enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Like and subscribe. And as always, thank you very much.